Yep. Look. I don't even know how do you, okay. How do you, hold on.
It's the queen for me. Hey, Justine Ndiba.
Hey guys, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Justine and this is my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching this video. I appreciate y'all so much. And today I will be telling y'all a story / making an announcement that y'all already knew about. Ugh, I'm the worst. I couldn't even keep it a surprise. I know that this story is long overdue. So I'm here to tell y'all that your girl got an iPhone, okay? For those of you who don't know, I am a lifelong Android user. I'm used to it. I know how to work it. I love my Android, okay? But coming out of the villa, I got so much heat that I was like, dang, like I guess I gotta check out what the hype is. So let me come to tell you guys how this all started. So I literally wake up one morning. It was the weekend before I was supposed to leave for Vegas. Lord, first of all, I just want to say thank you that Adele was able to come on that trip, because without her, the whole trip would have gone south. All right, so let me just start there. Let me start there, Rihanna. So I wake up that morning. It was like the day before we're supposed to leave for Vegas. I call my best guy friend, Romy. I'm like, yo, Romy, I need you to come with me to the Apple store because like, it's that time, my guy. It's that time. I'm about to go get this iPhone. He's like, oh, say less, I'm there. He was literally on the clock working. He's like, you getting an iPhone? Say no more. Like, let's go. Him and all of my friends have been trying to get me on this iPhone train for the longest, okay? It's not just y'all, it was not just Caleb, all my friends, all right? So I was like, all right, it's time. So he comes, he picks me up, we go to the Apple store. First of all, can I just say, I had the hardest time getting this iPhone. And like, okay, so maybe I don't know how it all works with Apple. You gotta pre-order stuff, I've never had this issue with an Android in my life, okay? I usually just walk into the store, I say I want that one, they say here you go mama, like they wrap it up for you nicely. I'm in and out real quick in like 2 seconds. This phone was so hard to get, okay? I had to go to 3 different stores. I went to Apple, they didn't have it. I went to Verizon, they didn't have it. And finally I went to Best Buy, and at first they were like, we don't have nothing. And I was like, all slouched, all upset, like defeated. I guess I'll just have to go on this Vegas trip like iPhone-less, because I really wanted to take some bomb pictures on this trip. You know what I mean? Some bomb pictures on this trip. Because I know how y'all be coming at me for my picture quality. It's okay. I love y'all so much. It's nothing but love. I get it. So I'm ready to walk out, and this guy's like, okay, hold on. Let me check the back room, see what I got. I was like, y'all got a back room? He checks the back room, and lo and behold, he has one, right? He goes, okay, so I only have it in this color. I was like, don't say nothing. I don't care what color, gimme. So he gives me the phone and he's like ringing me out, and I'm like, all right, so how do I get all of my information onto the iPhone? He goes, oh, it'll be super easy. You just gotta download this app and this app, bada bing, bada boom, transition, there you go. All your information is right there. I was like, oh, bet, say no more. I pull out my Android and I'm like, so how do I do it? What's the app? He goes, oh, you have an Android? I was like, not you too, sir. Yes, I have an Android. Can I please get my information on there? Because like, listen, I know it's not just me. Whenever we're all getting new phones, we want our contacts, all of our pictures. And not only that, I was like, I want my messages. And he was like, all right, so because it's coming from an Android, this might take some time. I was like, all right, that's fine. Like I figured I got a lot of information. Like, let's do it. And he's like, so I don't think we can do it here, but you can go to Verizon, they'll do it for you. I was like, all right. I get the phone, I go to Verizon, right? He sets it up, whatever, he downloads whatever, you know, does his old Verizon guy thing. He gets it and it starts uploading. I look down, y'all, it literally says it's gonna take like 6 hours. I was like, I ain't got 6 hours to sit here. He was like, yeah, it's gonna take a long time. If you want, you can go and come back, or you only need Wi-Fi to do this. So you could take both phones, you know, go home, go about your day, and just, you know, get it popping. And I was like, all right, I guess I'll do that. Mind you, I literally bought the phone from Best Buy. They had the audacity to tell me that, oh, this phone does not come with a charger like back, like the what do you call it? You know, the back that you plug into the wall, whatever, the plug. They were like, it doesn't come with that. So literally I bought this new phone, right? Costs all this money. It comes with just the wire and not a back. And because of the way like it's set up, I don't have, like I can't just use my Android like plug to, anyways. So I'm at Verizon, I'm like, sir, I need to get a charger, I need to get a screen protector, I need to get a case and a pop socket because I can't function without a pop socket. I can't. So I'm like, I'm not about to go to Vegas without all this protection on this brand new phone because I literally am holding it like it's a bomb about to explode. I'm like, I need all the protection on it. He's like, oh yeah. And I'm like, so could I trade in my Android and get all this stuff that I need? And he's like, absolutely. He goes in the back, crunches some numbers, whatever. He's like, so you can't get this now because your phone is still transferring. So go home. Until it's done transferring, come back, trade in, I'll give you all this stuff. I was like, bet, say less. I go home, I'm like going about my day, whatever, getting ready, cleaning my room, packing for my trip, all this stuff. And I had 2 appointments that night, right? I had 2 appointments that I had to get to. I look at the time, it's literally like 30 minutes before I have to leave. I look at the phones and I'm like, oh, there's still another 4 hours left. I'm like, what do? I have to get to these appointments, but I don't know how. I don't know the address. I don't have a GPS. Like, I literally show up to one of my friend Tanya's house, right? This girl is, when I say ride or die, when I say realest friend there ever was, when I say she's that, I show up to her house unannounced. I didn't have my phone working, so I couldn't call her to tell her I'm coming. I show up, I open her bedroom door. She's sitting there. She's looking at me like, girl, I need your phone. Can I borrow your phone? I just need to like run these errands. I need a GPS, all this stuff. She's like, all right, yeah, I have to go to work in about an hour. So you could take the phone, just bring it back to me later tonight. Have y'all ever heard of a realer friend ever in life? Because I sure haven't. So I go about my day, I'm running my errands, I'll do all this stuff. I bring the phone back to her later that night. I get home, Verizon closed at 8, right? My phone is done transferring, but it's now like 8:30. Guess I can't get all my stuff. I leave for my flight, right? Adele and I are on the plane, on our way to Vegas. This is where I get so emotional, y'all. Like, I have a hard time telling it without crying because like, I'm on the plane and I'm literally sitting there. I was like, all right, this is a 5-hour flight. You know, I ain't got nothing to do. I have a fear of flying. I was like, how do I distract myself? Learn about this iPhone, right? Let me figure out how it works. Teach myself, get used to it. I brought both phones with me because I was like, I don't know how to work this. And because the guy didn't take it, I was like, okay, I'll take it with me to maybe get a screen protector, maybe trade it in Vegas, get all the stuff that I needed, right? How do I do this? How do I do this? How do I do this? This is cool, I'm getting it a little bit, okay? So I'm on the phone and I'm like, okay, let me figure out how to like lock it, you know, protect my information. So I go into the settings, I'm like trying to figure out how to put a passcode or whatever. So on my Android, yeah, I have a certain password that I use every single time. I've used it for years. It's a certain amount of numbers. I'm not gonna tell you what it is. So I was trying to figure out how to make that same password on this iPhone, but apparently I can't do that many numbers. For some reason, I don't know, I was having such a hard time. It wasn't allowing me to do a certain amount of numbers, so I was like trying to shorten it. Anyways, long story short, I was like, forget it, I'll do it later. I'll figure out a new password to start using on this iPhone. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna take a nap. I lock my phone, I put it down. I was like, I've learned enough iPhone for the day. That's it, I'm done, I'm taking a nap. Right before I go to sleep, I get a notification. I was like, ooh, who that? I go to pick up my phone and I go to unlock it and there was a passcode on there. I don't remember setting it. I tried so many different options that I don't remember what it was. Mind you, this was like 5 minutes prior, so I'm literally running down all the things I tried. Nothing is working, y'all. I literally look at Adele sitting next to me. I was like, Adele, you're never gonna believe it. Like, you're really never gonna believe this. She's like, what? I was like, I just really locked myself out of my iPhone. She's like, what do you mean? I was like, I tried to set a passcode. It's a long story. I don't wanna get into it, but I really just locked myself out of my phone. She's like, it's fine. When we land, no big deal. We'll go to Apple, we'll figure out how to get back in it. We land, you guys. I'm like on the phone with Apple and I was like, what do I do? What do I do? And they're like, so the only way is to reset your whole phone. I was like, huh? There is no way. There is no way, sir, that you're telling me that in order to get back into my phone, I have to erase everything that took 8 hours to put on this phone. Did I hear you right, sir? This is where just like Jesus take the wheel because like I'm about to lose it. I'm literally in Vegas. Like, this is terrible. Let me just say something real quick. So I forgot this part, right? All of my stuff went onto the iPhone, right? I got my pictures, I got my text messages. For some reason though, my contacts didn't go onto the iPhone. So the only way I could get numbers is to go through every single conversation, figure out who it was by what we were talking about, and add that contact into my phone. So I did spend maybe like an hour doing that on the flight. Again, thank you God that Adele was on this trip, because if this had happened and she was not there, I'd be like, what now? I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what to do. Anyways, I had to take a moment and just really accept that this is what was going to happen, yeah? I had to accept that I now have to erase everything that took 8 hours to put on this damn phone. Thank God there was an Apple store in the hotel we were staying in. We go to Apple, they erased my phone, they started all over. They're sitting there with both of my phones, transferring the information, and Caleb doesn't land for a couple hours. Adele's like, it's fine, no big deal. Like, we'll just go get lunch, go shopping, hang out. And you know, by the time Caleb lands, like, your phone will be done. I was like trying so hard not to cry. Thank God for Adele, y'all. Thank God. Literally, my experience with this iPhone so far has been absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. And again, could be because of my stupidity, lack of technology, brilliance, I don't know. I've had a hard time, okay? I've had a very hard time with this phone. So that all happens. I get all my information back. Again, I don't have my contacts. Literally, Caleb lands. I tell him what's going on. He's like, babe, why do you keep having so many issues with the phone? I'm like, I really don't want to hear it right now. So the other thing is, I'm convinced that the only way I'll ever figure out how to use this iPhone is if I completely get rid of my Android. Will I ever do that? No. Also, I tried so hard to keep this a surprise so that I could like make this video for you guys and just like tell y'all the news as if we're going through it as a family. I was so hyped to do that. It was no longer a surprise for so many reasons, okay? One reason, me. I played myself. I tweeted from the iPhone by accident. Literally, Adele was so mad at me that day. She looked at me, she was like, was it worth it? I did not know that Twitter says Twitter for Android or Twitter for iPhone. I never noticed that on Twitter. So when I tweeted, I was like, oopsie, sorry. And then also, my girl Cely, okay? Cely Bean really outed my whole iPhone before it really be your own best friend sometimes. She was like, I'm so sorry, I didn't know. Like, I'm not mad, it's whatever, not a big deal. But I was like, okay, well maybe people have an idea, but it's not confirmed, right? A couple days later, I'm like going about my business. Adele's like, Justine, you'll never believe it. I was like, what, girl? She's like, girl, Mackenzie done outed you too. I was like, you're lying. She like took a screenshot, posted it on her Instagram story, and then I was like, you know what? It's no longer a surprise. It was ruined. So that is my iPhone story, you guys. I have so many things to figure out. I don't know how to really use it. Thank you all so much for coming to my little talk, my little conversation. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this story. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you at the next video.